Yahoo! Hello, hello. Hi, Rika. How you doing? We haven't read Necrobarista in a while. Hi, Long. How you doing? Today will be sort of a short stream. It's a little late, but uh, well, who knows? I don't know. We'll at least do like one episode, which might take from an hour to 1.5, depending on how fast I read. I'm doing pretty well. Uh, how? Not really tired, but just a tiny bit, you know. Can now speak to Tuan and Hannah to experience the side story, Walking to the Sky. We haven't played Necrobarista in a hot minute, because I kept cancelling the streams. Can I run? Oh, never mind, that's a blocked wall. We also cannot read a lot of things, because of time. But I'll continue the story. Wait, was his name Tuan? No. Who's Tuan? I can't remember. Oh, hello. What the fuck are you guys? Walking to the Sky. This is a side story. No, we'll just hydrate? Sure. I got a glass of water and a tumbler full of water. But, my voice isn't really... Hey, yeah, you go ahead, start that. I've increased the cooldown. Let's continue. Let's continue the story of Madeline and her dead café. Oh my voice isn't warmed up at all. That's alright. Meanie? How am I meanie? I don't want to go to the toilet afterwards, guys. da, 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 da. Alright. Where are we? Whoa. We are day 2 outside the terminal. Gah. I don't have the energy for this. Maddy's been running on empty for several days now. Maddy, go drink something. Especially with everyone watching me. I hope he packed enough conductors. My order form was pretty vague. I shouldn't be worrying about the conductors when I'm not even sure I can pull the whole thing off without some sort of major screw-up happening. Supplier knew what I wanted the conductors for anyway, so he would have packed enough. A good supplier knows about their clients to anticipate their needs. There's a certain amount of nosiness that is polite after all. And he knows that I've got Ashley helping me. Helping you with what, Madeline? Oh. That was Ned. I'm sorry, Ned. You now have a hideout. Okay. Helping you with what, Madeline? Piss off, Ned. Rude. You're so slow, buddy. Buddy, can you stop following? Ned more like nerd. You should respect your elders, you know? Ned is not a young man, even by the standards of semi-mortals. Oh, we know that much. God, listen to you. Council made you soft, innit? ... Oh, respect your elders. Follow all our totally arbitrary rules, or we'll make up some cheap reason to destroy your business. My name's Ned, and I love rules. You done? Yep. Cool. You sound wounded. A steel chestplate can save you from a bleeding heart, but not a bruised ego. How does he know? Does he know what? I don't know. You should be nicer. Wow, sick comeback. What was it that guy you killed said? Oh Christ, I am shot. Oh no, woe is me. Just a little throwback humor for ya. And we have to hydrate in the meantime. Very nice. Did I strike a nerve? Oh, I like Maddy's face so much. Did I just what? Maddy? When Ned spoke next, it was in a deep, dark... Oh, that's the narrator. When Ned spoke next, it was in a deep, dark cadence, steeped in guilt and self-loathing. If Maddy had been able to see his eyes, she would have faced the withering glare. I swear, that's a thin-ass head. We're rapidly reaching a point of no return. I can no longer promise to shield you from the consequences of your actions. What you did just there, quoting one of my victims' dying words at me, that was low, even for you. Frankly, I'm disgusted. You dare to poke at my guilt? You dare? Let's talk about guilt, shall we? I don't suppose you might have anything weighing on your conscience right now, would you? As I thought. They may still weigh heavily on me, but I am absolved of my sins. Some moral debts take a lifetime to work off. Ned's had more than a few lifetimes. I've had 100 years to process that, to redeem myself through my actions. Your sins are fresh. They're lance marks on your souls, deep cuts in your aura. Swallow your arrogance, novice. I know what you did. Maddy's sins weigh heavy on Ned's mind. They weigh even heavier than hers. We just stole life from a ghost. Nothing wrong with that. And I can't wait to see how you plan to make this right. Oh, we're not happy. Episode 5, Rainy Moods. Okay. How's the game audio, by the way? Oh, I can't really adjust that. Game audio should be fine, right? I don't know. Oh, there's a new couple that we haven't seen yet. It's one. Age 16. Think he's smart. Not antisocial, just shy. Read a bunch of Wikipedia articles on optometry and considers himself somewhat of an expert. Don't we all? Hannah. Age 16. Knows she's too smart for her own good. Hobbies, people watching, self-indulgent teenage angst, taking advantage of the fact that she's too smart for her own good. So, I'm not sure that alcohol actually makes you feel anything. In fact, going by its chemical properties, I'd say it's the opposite. Shut up, dork, we're planning a heist. Metaphysical debates about alcohol can come after. But this isn't metaphysics. I'm just talking about simple chemical interactions with our brains. Tuan is a guy who has the look of someone who knows more about chemical interaction than human interaction. Wait, who's speaking who? I can't understand. Wait, that's Hannah speaking. Please take the energy you're putting into pedantry and redirect it towards a plan. Hannah's too busy with physical shenanigans to have time for verbal shenanigans. The plan? The plan! What's the plan? I was thinking I could just reach over the bar and grab the first bottle I see. Sounds risky. Very chaotic neutral. What's your alignment then? Neutral good? Oh, Maddy? Wait, is Maddy unlawful Wait, on what alignment is Maddy? Oh wait, neutral... Chaotic neutral, I'm guessing? Uh-huh. Speaking of chaotic... What's speaking of chaotic? Oh. You want me to, like, increase hydrate, don't you? Don't you? I mean, I'm fine, it just means my voice doesn't die as fast, but... I'd say I was lawful neutral, but... That's the coward's option. Yeah? But getting back to the plan... She has a bottle! Oh. Using your own pedantry to distract you was absolutely part of the plan. Wow, so little faith in me? Gotta minimize liabilities here. Hannah's still learning to trust this guy. Doesn't have the look of an interloper, but you can never be too safe. You're out here playing checkers while I'm playing 6-dimensional upside-down laser chess. Have you guys ever played 4-dimensional chess? It's such a headache. Water is very healthy, not in large amounts. Shit. I'm galaxy brain this, and now I'm holding the fruits of my labor. Don't you mean our labor? If you insist. Give me a closer look at that. What sort of fruit do we pluck from the booze tree? Y'all are underage. You shouldn't be drinking. Warning. It's not good for you. Don't try it. That being said, what do we get? When do we get a take a shot button? Only on special occasions. And it's gonna be very high. Because I don't want to be super intoxicated. But I don't know. Really stretching that metaphor out, huh? Yep. I don't recognize the language on this label. What? Let me take a look. What the hell? I don't recognize it either. Maybe it's a cipher. We got the point. No. It's... Well, okay, it's not gonna be as pricey as a... Redeem, take a shot. I don't even have all... Okay, I'll take a shot of water. How about that? A shot of water. Very cool and refreshing. Cider is made from fermented apple juice. Cipher is made from fermented word juice. Who'd make you read a cipher just to know what you're drinking? A sadist. Oh, we could ask Maddy what it is. She's a sadist, right? What do you call someone who enjoys the empathic pain they feel from hurting others? Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go find her dead. Apart from the fact that we specifically nicked it from her. Oh, right. You're meant to be the lawful one here, dude. We agreed on neutral could. Me not challenging your assertion does not make it an agreement. Regardless. Wait, hold on. I sense a dark presence. Do you feel it? No, I don't feel anything particularly spooky in the air. Yeah, me neither. Hi, Maddy. Hello, children. I see you've stooped to petty thievery. Some of the balls on the shelf are old enough that swiping them would be an act of grand theft. Not this one, however. Alas, sprung. Can't believe my heist career's over so quickly. Aw, don't give up on your dreams, kid. Speaking of, you know what happens when you drink this? I was assuming some sort of drunkenness. Does it make your teeth fall out? Well, last time I had a shot of this, I woke up in Adelaide. Wow. So the result was 700 kilometers worth of drunkenness and bad decisions? But I woke up 6 hours before I took the shot. Had to drive a rented car back and explain to Che why it disappeared without a trace and somehow accidentally time traveled. Holy shit, can we give it a try? God no. You never ever heard of liquor licensing laws? I'd end up in jail. I think it'd be an excellent formative experience. Yeah, if you're not if you're not perpetuating teen drinking culture, you're a loser. Somehow I remain unconvinced by your passionate arguments. Well, we tried. You kids have way too much time on your hands, you know that? Better than not having enough, right? I'm utilizing my time to practice my skills. It's not wasted. Well, the non-existent industry sector that relies solely on the skill of reaching over bars and stealing bottles of enchanted booze is gonna be lucky to have you. Haha, that's so validating. Thanks. Can I get you to a coffee or anything? Hot chocolate? Kinda busy tonight, and I'm hoping that bribing you with free drinks will stop you from licking my shit. I'll take a free drink. I feel guilty taking one since it was all One's idea. Hey! But I'll graciously accept your offer. Neat! What will it be? Hot chocolates for the both of us? Hot chocolates for the both of us! Oh, she's so cute. But she is. Alrighty, 2 hot chocolates coming up. Seriously, don't steal anything else when my back's turned, or I'll feed you to a spite elemental. Oh, that's the look of innocence right there. Voice training Goper, indeed. For becoming a voice actor without proper training. What did you clip there? What was that? Wait, I wanna watch. Stroke? Shut up. Pronouncing perpetuating is a difficult... It's difficult to pronounce perpetuate, okay? Okay? I wonder... Spite elemental. Maybe it's a metaphor. She's saying that she'll eat us? Is she the Spite Elemental? Oh no. Maybe the real Spite Elementals were the friends we made along the way. I hate this. Fair. Big time. Shh, shh. Oh man, who's here coming in? Oh, hello. Awooga. Awooga. Samantha, age 32. American? Question mark. Visiting Melbourne for work. Devastatingly patient. Trust me. What voice did we give her? I want an Ada voice of her. Trust me, kids. You don't want to meet the Spite Elemental. Have you? Yep. Got pretty close to not making it out alive. Guess you're in a fairly exciting line of work, then. This woman's line of work might seem intriguing to someone looking in from the outside, but to her it's all business. Wait, it's not a proper... It's a Ada. I want to give her the Ada voice. It gets that way sometimes. No, that's not... It gets that way sometimes. But Spite Elementals aren't exciting. They're terrifying. They suck all the air out of a room and make the world ache. And they don't die easily. Huh. That's kinda metal. Benji wants an Ada. You sure do need brass balls to face one down, that's for sure. And the steely gaze? What? Cause steel is some metal, and I said it was metal, and then you mentioned brass balls, so... Hannah, please back me up. Nope, you brought this on yourself, mate. No... Nah, she's totally right. What's going on here? You bullying my customer, Samantha? Of course not. Good, cause that's my job. Bruh. You two should go enjoy the evening. There's a nice breeze blowing. Alright. What's happening? Where are we zooming at? Oh, they left. Okay. That was a weird... transition. Ma'am, I would always remember your name in a heartbeat. You remembered my name. That's sweet. Sweet isn't a word that people often use to describe Maddy. That's the kind of remark that she says more about the person who's talking about than the person they're talking about. Okay? Of course it did. You're interesting. Doesn't that describe everyone who walks through your doors, though? Absolutely not. Especially not in the way that you are. Some people would take offense to that. Your boss, must be very different to mine. Well, my old boss, I guess. What is she? Is that a whole dress? I can't tell. I'm my own boss now, actually. Maddy thinks she can make it all on her own. She just might turn out to be right. Maddy's but she's a girl boss, okay? Apologies, your approach to hospitality work is very different from what I'm used to. Is what I'm trying to say. Figures, where'd you work? Just some dive bars overseas. Wretched hive of scum and villainy. The owner would never shut up about treating every client like royalty. Sounds like a pain in the arse if you ask me. I'm not asking actually, but I do appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. So, can I get you anything? Surprise me. You'd like me to pick you something? Yeah. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Are they related to the drink? Yep. Shoot. Okay. What's your favorite white wine? You're not making me a wine cocktail, are you? Haha, no. I'm partial to a glass of Marsanne every now and then. Fancy. Next question. Have you ever read a star chart? Like in astrology? No. Why? I don't put any stock in mysticism. Hey, this place isn't mystical. Some people this place seems otherworldly, for others it's just a world they live in. It's built out of cold hard facts. Just don't know them all yet. Alright, fair enough. Set another hydrate. Did I already do that hydrate? I can't tell, but you know we're drinking anyways. Alright, fair enough. Last question. You're walking in the shadows of an ocean that seems to go into the distance forever. You can't see any land aside from the sand under your feet. Whenever you step forward, the sand sinks just a little bit. As far as you can see, there's no way to escape. Drowning is the only possible outcome. What do you do? Maddy, this is not a question to ask someone when you want to know what they're gonna drink. Gonna hydrate. We're not. I am gonna increase hydrate after this, guys. You can have your fun during this stream. I'll be increasing it. Wow, I feel like you're about to pull a Void Kampf machine or something. It's obviously some sort of test. I run, I swim, I dive when I can. And if I eventually drown, so be it. There's nowhere else to go and no point to sitting and waiting for starvation or sharks or someone to save me. I have to take action. Interesting. So, what's the verdict? Samantha didn't get a response. Maddy's eyes had glazed over as soon as she answered the last question. And now she stood perfectly still, gazing intensely at the rows and rows of dusty bottles lining dustier shelves. Her lips moved, but no words came out. As Samantha watched, a flask of red liquid twitched, seemingly of its own accord. Maddy craned her neck up at it and scowled. In response, a smaller bottle, next to the first, and surely only big enough to hold a few drops of something, began to glow. Her scowl shifted to a wry smile. Big meanie, you guys are spamming hydrate. Don't call me the meanie. And you're also bonking me. Ooh. Spooky. Please, you don't need to open anything new on my account. What kind of artistry are you trying to do here? Gotcha. Your answers were interesting. Coming from some people, that might sound like a non-committal remark, but coming out of Maddy, it might be the most effusive praise you ever get. I have no idea what effusive means. The more you know. So sacrificing poise to save your voice. My voice is still fine. How long have I been streaming? Not long yet. No, 30. It's still fine. We get this timer increase. So, what are your questions? I'm still having a little trouble figuring out how they relate to each other, though. Is that important? I try to maintain a vague hope that maybe one day things might make sense. I do too. And until then, I just try to go with the flow, of course. Ma'am, are you free for Applebee's? You're American, right? Do you like Applebee's? Sorry for trying to psychoanalyze you there. Try? Do you think you failed? No. What's the verdict then? Well, for one, you tend to accept things as you see them. You don't try to interpret things based off unrelated frameworks or thought patterns. That said, you do try and make sense of the connections between things when you can. Maddy's pretty sure she has all the pieces. She found that putting all of the pieces together requires a bit more effort. Okay, smart gal. Whoa, who said American like Applebee's? Your voice is fine because we hydrate you. I can hydrate myself. Long wants me to sip. Anyways, hello street. How you doing, buddy? I mean, I used to like Applebee's, but that was like the one time I went to America when I was, I don't know, 12? No, even younger, I believe. But then I had a kiddie meal, and I thought that kiddie meal was like the best thing ever. But it's no big deal to you if you don't. You just mark it as an unknown variable and move on. And that reads to me as an intensely pragmatic approach. Would you agree? I suppose. You're the sort who doesn't buy drinks to enjoy them. You buy them as camouflage, to hide your face behind, to project a veneer of being untouchable while you watch. I wanted to check that one word out, god darn it. Watch what? Everything, I suppose. Take everything in the same way I do. So you're saying that I'm attentive, but that I don't worry about instantly understanding how things are interconnected, because you're confident that eventually you'll understand anyway. How do you figure that? You've been watching my hands this whole time. Is that weird? To watch an attractive bartender mixing a very fancy looking cocktail. She called me attractive, guys. She called me attractive. By the way, we're starting working in Discord server. Yeah. Expect time of like 2 weeks. Maybe faster, because I need to finish the VTuber stuff first. Went to American and got Applebee's. You poor child. I got more. I got the, I don't know which of the fast food. I got In-N-Out. I got Wendy's. I'm thinking of like the American fast food that we don't have here in the Netherlands. No, Jack in the Box. And then I don't really. I like Wendy. As far as I know, I do like Wendy's. I can't remember Jack in the Box though. That's sad. I tried steak and shakes, but only the shakes without the steaks. I do really like clam chowder. Maybe a little biased, but the Pier 39 clam chowder with the sourdough bread. Oh man, I missed that. There are no Wendy over there? No Jack in the Box? Yeah, no. We only have McDonald's and Burger King and Starbucks wasn't the thing until like 10 years ago. That's the thing. Well, not even 10 years ago. Almost a decade ago. It didn't exist here until a decade ago. In-N-Out is understandable, but the rest... Dunkin' Donuts also only came like around 5 years ago. We don't have a lot of things. We also have KFC. The only thing around me is honestly McDonald's. I have a... Sorry, I'm so distracted. I should continue and like remove my glasses, but I'll remove my glasses soon. But I do have a McDonald's in the area. I don't really eat a lot of McDonald's, mostly because I'm lazy, and delivery costs a lot. And the Burger King's a lot further. No, I haven't tried Sonic. No, I can't. I'm trying to remember, but we didn't really go to a lot of fast food stuff every time I went to America. Like, we tried Wendy's, Jack in the Box, In-N-Out. But I'm legit trying to remember. I think we also just ate some generic McDonald's and Burger King. Oh, chili! No, not chili, Chipotle. I was about to say Chipotle because my cousin pronounces it as Chipotle. Or was it someone else? I can't remember. No, but don't worry. We have our own like good burger stuff here. So, anyways, I'm gonna squint very hard on my monitor because I can't reach it. The glasses are off. All right. Oh man, I can't. We already read this. To appreciate a craft? No, but given just how interested you are in what my hands are doing, I'd wager that you've got some experience in my field. Whoa, how'd you make that white, buddy? Oh man. Ma'am? So, are you just really bad at picking up on when you're being flirted with, or... Oh, she's See, she called us attractive. I can't read chat while I don't have glasses on. Just saying that. So, also I think my camera is struggling because my face is currently out of range. It's fine, sweetie. In fact, it's pretty cute. I meant in alchemy, the field of alchemy. Uh-huh. I'm sure you're very accomplished in alchemy. See, I told you she would fit an hour voice. Except that I'm not doing a proper one right now. I don't know why I can't conjure one up right now. Just take the drink. Shit, this is really good. Yeah? Too good to ignore, yeah? It's smoky, but bittersweet, and it's the contrast with the bitters that really makes you appreciate the sweetness. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. I like sweetness. That's all I know. almost makes me feel like I'm reaching the end of something. Like I've got a lump in my throat from saying goodbye. But I can't quite tap into that feeling. Like, what did you even put in this? Mezcal, artichoke bitters, cold hard bitters, and a slice of gorilla lime. Gorilla lime? That can be a real thing. It's just hard to acquire. Called that because if you bite into one, it feels like you got punched by a gorilla. Damn, I want to try that. Physically? No. Emotionally. Ah, makes sense. Is that... What's this? I am not a wizard. Prove it. Arrgh. That guy, the boss you mentioned. Yeah? He good to you? I'm sorry? Does he treat you well? Oh, mom wants us... Samantha wants to adopt us. Yeah. To a fault, actually, for what? Far past the point where it's rational for him to still be nice to me. No one's ever accused old Che of being irrational. That doesn't stop him from trying to be the voice of reason. I don't stutter a lot, guys. I swear. Good. Actually, I'm sorry, that reminds me, I have to dash. No, Maddy, you don't go away. No, don't leave this. No, don't leave her. Got some setup for a project to finish before the sun comes up. Maddy rarely engages in careless shenanigans, so when she's up to something, you'd best be on your guard. But without you here, who will enable my latent alcoholism? You can just reach over the bar and grab the gin. Tonic's in the bar fridge. Will do. Can we meet you again, Samantha, please? Oh, one more wink. Thank you. Come back soon, though. I'd love to discuss alchemy with you some more. Uh-huh, catch you later. Maddy, you bastard. If you won't take her, I will. Wait, one last thing. What was... I can't read. The meaning behind the question about what I like. Oh, I was just curious. Maddy, just flirt back. Holy shit, okay. No, I'm gonna wait for like a few more minutes. I'm seeing redeems. I cannot read chat. For now, alright? I'll read it again when like my glasses on. That's the last one, I reckon. Oh man, how the fuck did I voice Ashley again? Oh. Does it have the Maggie caps in it? I think so. You can just call them caps, you know. They're built for something different. They're built for something different. I refuse to use non-specific language. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're in here. Okay, what about the, thing? You'll have to be a little more... Oh, you know, the thing. Sparky thing. Ashley likes having friends who can understand her, even when she fails to be specific. Electric. Sweetie, how long have you been awake? It is better for you if you don't know, I think. Do you mean the voltage regulator? That's the one! Good job. It's in one of the other boxes. I don't think we needed another one though. Are you kidding? The last one literally melted! It's a good thing I have an extremely sick metal arm, otherwise I would have been badly injured. Ashley, that's not the right... Ashley's prosthetic arm is oh my god, is a point of pride. She won't trade it for anything, not even the arm that it replaced. Well, you know, good for her. Yeah, thank goodness. Is there anything missing? I shall check. Need some espresso? I think I will literally die if I have any more. At least she's self-aware. Hey, that's really mature of you. Nice job. Yeah, whatever. You can get me some chocolate if you want. Don't tell Ashley that chocolate has trace amounts of caffeine. At least it's not more espresso. Sure thing. Be back in a moment. Did you know tea also has caffeine? Not as much as coffee, but it also has caffeine. Alright. Why does she look so sus? Oh, hey dude, where you been? Hey, just chillin'. Not much to do when you're waiting to die. Hey, come on Cooper, I know you're hiding down there somewhere. Hold this, will ya? Was that end chapter? Oh, never mind, we're back to this guy. Didn't that really say that? Yeah. Do you believe it? I'm not sure. Well, it's not a lie. Lie. Most dangerous lies are the lies we tell ourselves. But it's not the whole truth either. And I don't quite have the time to untangle it for you. Maddy's the sort of person who to weave tangled webs without too much consideration for who's going to have to untangle them. Alright, glasses back on. I can't reach it. Oh god. Where were we? Hydrate? I think I already did a hydrate. Mommy. Okay, that was... Oh god. I was about to... Are you guys fighting for who redeems the hydrate? Oh my god. Don't make me clip another stroke. It's fine. Actually, it would be pretty funny. Clip more. Ha. So, Rika wants a... Would it be mean to directly I don't have a... I don't have a timer on that. Uh-oh. We're gonna add a timer on that. And another hydrate from Long. Alright, it's okay, I can sit comfortably again. I've got a hungry teenager downstairs and a summoning ritual to complete. She's a part of this too. Don't you take that judgy tone with me? Hey, far be it from me to moralize at you. Getting a lot of these I can't read today, holy shit. Getting a lot of that these days, mates. I'm just trying to keep everyone happy. Bye bye, Maddy. Tough gig. I'll say. Alright. We're back downstairs. Alright now, if you can solder those two wires. No, not those ones. Bloody hell. Who programmed you? Bet she's a jerk. Incredibly intelligent, but a very bad programmer. Ashley has learned how to program exactly the minimum amount she needs to, and not one iota more. You're talking about yourself, right? Ah! Ashley, where did the knife come from? Buddy. Wow. You're really out of it, huh? Where'd you even pull this from? Leg holster? Oh, what buddy. Also, you're a teenager? You're wearing a leg holster. Arm holster. Your prosthetic? It holds 6 million knives. Don't question me on this. I'm the expert here. Music's pretty boppin'. Hey, need a hand? Dude, you should check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself. That's not what I meant. Oh, yeah. I guess you can help. Bro. Before I ask what you need, what are you even doing? Maddy mentioned the summoning circle. Something like that. You ever wanted to live forever? I'd trade that for just having a second chance, honestly. Well, grab me that box, please. You can't just leave that hanging like that. Watch me. And while you can watch me, leave you hanging, you can get the box. I can't speak. Dyslexia. God darn it. Thank you. Yeah, so, this is really heavy. What's even in here? 100 meters of heavy gauge copper cable, a bunch of capacitors that I'm going to wire together soon, a basement full of magical items. The copper wire might be the thing most in danger of being stolen. It's easier to flip at least. Well, thank you guys for reminding me. I'm increasing that cap. And some various bits and bobs. That would definitely explain the weight. Oh, there's also a bunch of clamps. So, what do you need? Validation! Chocolate, coffee. A school system that doesn't punish me for having weird and niche interests. So she... I mean, more, communism! It's a real party girl. I don't think I can get used communism, sorry. Isn't Maddy already getting you chocolate? You're a terrible comrade, Kishan. If I wasn't this close to hitting the LD50 of... Ashley, please. Moist. Hi, Makaru. How you doing, buddy? I'd ask you for some coffee, so all you can do right now is give me that sweet validation. Okay. Because I passed my internship. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. I don't even know why I pronounce it like that, but thank you for the bits. And congratulations. It's quite a moment to celebrate, you know. Oh man. Tomorrow's my last day of internship too. Fun fact. You're real thumbs up. Good human. I don't know what sort of validation you want here. I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of trying things that are oh my god, Ashley, where is this coming from? I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of trying things that are inevitably going to fail, and I don't know how much of it is my fault for not being good enough at a monumentally difficult task. I'm used to being effortlessly good at things, but I feel like my brain is full of bees on this one. And can I deal with failure? I don't think I can. I'm not equipped for failure. My entire perception of myself is that I'm good at things. I'm gifted and talented and incredibly afraid that I'm... Oh, wait, this is actually serious. Oh. I'm incredibly afraid that I'm going to let people down at a vital moment. This is that vital moment, but I just sit here, paralyzed. And I rationally know that a lot of this pressure is just me being hard on myself. But Maddy and I, we tried this already, and we failed pretty badly. It was a disaster. For Ashley of all people to call something a disaster, it must have been a real catastrophe. I can't understand how badly it turned out. So even with all the prep I'm doing, is this enough? Do we learn enough to do it properly? Numbers and formulas and hard science are good, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm gonna screw it up for everyone. Since I was so afraid of letting Maddy down. There are few things we fear more than disappointing the people we love the most. Aww. True message, that's based. That's heavy as shit, mates. You reckon? Fully, yeah. I don't know what to say to that, except that I don't think Maddy would ever feel let down by you. I know I've only been here for like 2 days. How have you been here for 2 days? Don't you start getting weird after one? The fuck? What happened to the rules? But her and Chase seem to really care about you. And I'm sure that extends to accepting you for who you are, limitations and all. Though honestly, I think you give off a pretty strong vibe of not giving a shit about your limitations, or that you indiscriminately power through them with some sort of raw, caffeine-fueled fury. To the point she almost reaches the daily dose. Rules are meant to be broken. He's supposed to be itchy! Anyways, you're immensely powerful and I'm terrified of you. Fair enough. I was never really super smart or gifted or anything. Sometimes the people who think they're not gifted were just never made aware of their gifts. No, that's actually a good statement. I just floated through school and work and never focused on much except having a good time. Can definitely imagine the sort of pressure you'd have on you though. Especially given how big this task is. Yeah. So while I can't say for sure that this thing is gonna be easy or even successful, in terminal it can feel like nothing is easy. Even Sunday mornings come with their own set of trials and tribulations. I do think it's important that you work on giving yourself a break from the weight of your own expectations. But it's not an easy thing, I'm sure. But my boyfriend is similar. He's very hard on himself when he feels like he's letting himself down. So
doesn't go away?
I don't think so. I think it just gets easier to deal with as you learn to be more empathetic to yourself. Self-forgiveness and all that. It's often based on these nuts. It's very based. Oh my god. How many hydrates have been... You know, I checked my stream today, or like, I was trying to change the stream title, and the whole redeem tab was just... or activity tab was just full of... hydrates. You guys are abusing it too much. Like how the... Yeah! I'm uploading them. On time this time. It's often hardest when you're aware of all their flaws. Man, this is hitting deep. Yeah, I am. After this, I'm letting them have their fun. You know. It's not abuse, it is. I mean, okay, if I was a cat, then yeah. It would not be abuse, because cats suck at hydrating, but I think dogs can drink plenty enough water. No, you aren't gonna do that. You can't. Mercury wants a nya. It definitely took him a good few years to even begin to be able to deal with his self-imposed shame. I guess I can try that. You can try that, or you can continue feeling super bad about yourself all the time. It's a little hitting too deep here. I mean, when you put it like that, right? I hate how rational you sound. I know, I'm disgusted myself. Hi, Maddy. Sup, nerds? What's going on in this thread? What? You're suddenly in a good mood? I maybe ate some of your chocolate. Maybe Maddy ate some chocolate. Maybe grass is green. Oh, I swear to God, if there isn't any left. Is it literally just called rebranded Hershey's? Why? Yes, we've been over this before. You'll comprehensively murderize me. You'd hate it if someone failed to be comprehensive when they went about murderizing you. I've seen some incomplete murderizing attempts, and they end pretty. Don't worry, I only ate a little bit. Excellent! Is this enchanted chocolate or just normal chocolate? What about unenchanted dark chocolate? Where does that fall in the normal-abnormal chocolate spectrum? Is there a normal-abnormal chocolate spectrum? Where would white chocolate fall? Does he deserve to know? I don't know. I kinda like the mystery. Is there like 50 pounds of caffeine in that? That would be... It's completely a normal chocolate, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe not. Can I have some then? Come on, you and me. For what? Helping you set up all of this! Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh boy. This is totally normal. Oh my god, buddy. Things can be inside chocolate. Yeah? Did you expect it to not be that? Well, you implied. We never implied. You came up with that one all on your own. Aye. Damn it. Alright, I'm bored. Later, dorks. Don't you run off on me, miss. This magic cap bank isn't even half done. I'll do it later. For now, I'm gonna go take a nap under the table. Don't you still have caffeine in your system? If anyone disturbs me... Come on. You'll be happy? Confused? Ticklish? Extra hungry? I will... mention me in your diary. Maddy doesn't keep a diary. All those thoughts and memories just stay cooped up in your head. One day she's going to run out of space. Or sanity. Which one first? Nap time. Nap time is soon. I will exact terrible revenge on both of you later. Jeez, that phrase definitely doesn't start with an ah, bye. Ashley, that's not comfortable. That's got to be the worst position. I'm not being too hard on her, am I? You? Nah, she thinks you're great. Good. I could probably stand to give her a break, though. There are a few people who appreciate a break more than Ashley, especially when it's a break from Maddy. I mean, I'm expecting a lot from her right now. She does seem a little Over Ashley, best character. The role, yeah, oh my god. Ashley, good. I like her. Fuck. But she'd tell me if things were too much, right? I don't know. Seems like she idolizes you. Idolatry's a sin, isn't it? Can be healthy behavior. Do you hear that, guys? Just kidding. I don't think you guys idolize me. I'm pretty sure you guys are bullying me with like all the water. I reckon she'd be pretty happily burn herself out for you, you know? I just need her for the next 4 or 5 hours and everything will be okay. I simp for you. What do you mean? See, this is what I mean. Rika comes back with the water. We're done. We finished the glass and now we've hit the tumbler, guys. This is, I'm gonna bonk all of you. Then everything will be okay. Is that when you're planning on performing the ritual? This thing? Yeah. What's it for anyways? Conduit ritual. Super forbidden magic. Oh, cool. Are you actually cool with this or not hugely actually? Why is that? Well, you know, I was talking to Ned earlier and actually, don't worry about it. It's fine, I don't care. You do. You do. Talk about your feelings, buddy. What's it do? You know how I took a couple hours from you down here? Vividly. This is just a bigger scale version of that spell. Higher capacity. Who are you taking hours from? Nobody. Don't worry, bud. You're at the deficit already. I can't touch you. When you get deep enough into the hole, you kind of stop worrying about climbing out of it and just accept your fate. Talk about your feelings, buddy. Oh, you're free to talk about your feelings. It's always good to let it out. Let it go. Right, okay. So even if you're lying right now, shouldn't you have taken enough to pay off your debt multiple times at this point? The hours went for that. Or maybe it just felt like hours. Can be hard to judge time when you're wandering around aimlessly. What the hell did you do with me then? With them then? Where'd they go? For our research, we used the following materials. Wire of copper, heavily drawn. Jasmine chalk, not Dover. Sustained electric supply of at least 20 volts. Car battery. Capacitors composed of censored. Need better durability. However, we believe extra components are required. Our conduit's properties varied with the layout of our summoning circle, and despite the departure of our test subject during our trials, we were able to ascertain the number of efficiency-oriented refinements. Certain kinds of optimization require real dedication to craft, as well as the absolute necessity of a living but non-sentient vessel to act as a so-called storage container. More testing is required, though obtaining a willing subject for future methodology evaluations without attracting the attention of the council will be difficult, to say the least. I stored them. You have a debt, and you're not paying it off, because you're doing secret shit. Maddy, there's a perfectly good wife waiting for you outside there, drinking gin and tonic. All those hours are in this tree. Oh, then we're done with the chapter. Oh man, I kinda want to read more, but I'm a little out of time. That sucks. Yeah, we'll read like a short story. Puff your evading tax. Tax evasion, let's go. I forgot I drew Albedo in one of the boxes. Indeed, Albedo! And Ashley drinking hot chocolate. Not drink. Not. Oh my god, I just closed my tumbler, Rika. Jeez. I miss eating. You want some water? Why? What was your diet like? I remember sushi. Sushi? I thought. Wait, can I do the Albedo voice? No, I can't. I thought you said you were a crab. I can't do the Albedo voice. I sadly can't. What? You think crabs aren't dexterous enough to make sushi? Unquestionably, yes. What is this sushi? It's delicious, is what it is. Rice and fish and seaweed. Humans eat it. And crabs. I just don't know where a crab would find rice, or a way to make good sushi. I also eat garbage. Yes, I also ate garbage, on occasion. Unbelievable, you two. Unbelievable. Is it me? No. Why does he... He feels like Albedo for a second. Garbage is good for the soul. Garbage is garbage, it's in the name. What did you eat when you were alive then? He can eat. It's a fucking robot. He can't eat you. Grass, just normal grass. Oh, he was definitely. He was a lawnmower. Bet. Boring. Okay, so the left one was a. I don't know. Probably sushi dispenser. The right one is a garbage garbage truck. Bet. He's a fellow vegan. And tree roots sometimes. There are tree roots here, yes? Yeah, there are. Why don't you chomp on them? Well, I'm not hungry. We don't eat. And also, more importantly, they are powerfully magical. Maddy needs them. If we damage things that Maddy needs, then Ashley will be disappointed in us. A suboptimal state of affairs. I can feel the power in them too. However, I do not feel compelled to chomp on them. What a strange thought. Love to chomp. Chomp sushi, chomp sandwiches, chomp garbage. You're so weird. Okay. Well, good thing the stream is ending soon, so you can't fucking abuse shit. Okay, okay, you know what? We'll read like a short story. We'll find a short story somewhere. Or actually, maybe we can check out the side story between Twan and Hannah. If that one isn't too long. Make your creator proud. Where are we? Oh, we're in the basement. You can now speak to Samantha. We are speaking to Samantha. Ashley's inventions. We're not. Where are we? The terminal. Can we go back? Can we go back? Oh no, we have to read that whole thing? Bet? Whoa. Something down under? I see Twan's name. What? Oh. We're just gonna... I'm sorry. I want to read the Samantha side story. Discord to hydrate. Don't. Truly yours, Sophie Cordova. I have no idea who you are. I'm missing a lot of like the side stories. Can we open the door? Thank you. Where are we? Oh, we're in the top part. Okay, you two, we'll leave you alone. Y'all great though? Okay, where's she? There's a... Hello? Excuse me, can you get away from my homegirl? Oh man. I think... Oh. Anyways. Devil's Den. Shouldn't take too long, just waiting for Sky to make some art. Oh, you mean the Discord? Yeah, 2 weeks. I'll give myself... Oh, it might be up in 2 weeks, maybe less. Because I'm finishing the VTuber one first, where because I'm long overdue that. And, some other stuff. Who's speaking? I hate this job. Kiyoshi was angry. Samantha always found it difficult to see him like this. She felt this anger and this pain as if it were her own. They shared the hurt, a bond exclusive to them. But anger was also a form of passion, and Samantha considered Kiyoshi's passion one of his most admirable qualities. Holy shit, I cannot talk today. But, you know, I hate it here too, but I can't walk away from this job. Neither of us can. I legit cannot see who's... You know, the stress is going to kill us one of these days. Stress will be the only thing that kills us. Don't say that. You're right, I'm sorry. I love you. Love you too. Stay safe. Samantha sat alone, nursing a glass of gin. The terminal had a warm atmosphere, far cry from the immaculate, glitzy pubholic where she'd spent just shy of 6 months as a cocktail waitress. In fact, there was almost nothing in this cafe reminiscent of pubholic, which made it a perfect place to brood, with precious few reminders of her previous gig. There were, of course, the smells. She caught lingering scents as she leaned upon the spirit-stained bar, each one like a stain upon her own memory, a scar that would never heal. Someone wants me to drink. Here's another shot for ya. But she resented the invisible stains. Oh wait, not that she had been left scarred by other jobs, but she resented the I can't read today. And the invisible stains left on her psyche by pubholic, the kind she couldn't hide with concealer and long sleeves. Still, there were a few pleasant memories. How about next stream we replace her water with vodka? So someone else already asked about the shots. Okay, look. When I have the time, we'll have like some sort of shot stream, but I am capping it because I don't feel like dying. All right, it will definitely happen in the weekend because I think I need to like wake up late. Of him. You want me to just leave the bottle here? No, I need to feel that tiny bit of shame when I ask for a refill. No shame in it. Well, there ought to be. Because without it, I'd hit the bottom of that bottle pretty fast. You want me to stop you? Otherwise you'll lose that shame soon enough. Maddy, are you finally flirting back? Point-sparing tongue. No, I'm also putting a short timer on it, alright? I don't feel like dying in the first 5 minutes. I'll burn the bridge when I get to it. Samantha liked Maddy. Part of it was the natural kinship she had come to for anyone whose profession involved pouring a drink. But Samantha also appreciated Maddy's extremely high level of disinterest in what was going on around her. She could tell from Maddy's eyes that she wasn't all there. Her attention was split between her patrons and some problem she was puzzling together in her head. In Samantha's opinion, patrons always got more attention than they deserved, and it seemed that Maddy agreed. They were perfectly content in their own solitude. Ma'am, do you like Wendy's? Samantha, is that you? Who? Holmst. Samantha, I'd like to talk to you. Actually, this concerns the other girls too. Call them over, won't you? Nakamoto just made the suggestion. Suggestion? That's misspelled. That's misspelled. Hold up. As if it had just occurred to him. But it was clear he didn't intend this to be private conversation. The other servers were within earshot, close enough to hear Nakamoto's request, but he clearly wanted Samantha to beckon them over. She indulged him with a ritual of clapping her hands and calling out. Clara, yeah, here is Michelle. Business time. Samantha looked across the table at Nakamoto. She realized that she stood between Nakamoto and the other girls like a protector, shield, like a real mommy figure. Get what I mean? Just kidding. Guys, because of you, I'll be visiting the toilet real soon. The role fitted her fine, and the other girls seemed grateful for it, but Samantha couldn't help but feel that this was exactly what Nakamoto wanted. Though he was one man facing four women. What the fuck? It felt to Samantha that their numbers were evenly matched. The women standing behind Samantha were not participants, they were mere bystanders. No problem, that's a problem, sheesh. He evidently derived a lot of satisfaction from the fact he never had to raise his voice. He had his subordinates do that for him. Exemplary work tonight. Mr. Canavan was very impressed. You girls did your job with precision and respect. I would expect nothing less. That deserves a bonus, don't you think? He reached out into his breast pocket and pulled out 4 10,000 yen notes, fanning the bills out on an ashtray in front of him. There was only one problem. At the end of the meal, Mr. Canavan suggested that Clara give him a kiss. He got the impression she didn't enjoy it much. Her reaction soured the mood. Perhaps it's not her fault, but we are in the service industry. Our one job is to make clients happy. Samantha locked eyes with Nakamoto, willing him to concentrate his wrath entirely on her and away from the younger, inexperienced girl behind her. Based on that, do you think she should receive this 10,000 yen bonus? Samantha's heart broke for Clara. That she would be complicit in Nakamoto's humiliation of her hold on, of her filled with her guilt, but she kept a steely impression. As much as it bothered her to capitulate, Samantha knew that fighting with Nakamoto would only humiliate Clara further, so she gave the answer he wanted. No, she shouldn't receive the bonus. She knew how Nakamoto's little rituals worked, and she wasn't going to rock the boat. That could only make it worse for all of them. Is that so? Well, Samantha, if that's what you believe. Oh, buddy, you're an asshole! Samantha watched as Nakamoto set the edge of one of the bills alight. The fire rapidly spread until all 4 bills were engulfed. Samantha watched Nakamoto's smiling face through the dancing flames. This was the genuine smile. This was the part he enjoyed. My, what a terrible accident. You see, I only lit Clara's bill, but now everything has been reduced to ash. It's like service, you see. The rest of you provided perfect service for the entire night, but it only takes one small mistake to ruin the entire experience for the clients. What one of you does reflects on all of you, this entire organization. This deserves punishment, don't you think? Isn't that like against a rule of a guerrilla convention? I can't remember. Then punish me. I was in charge of planning the event. Any shortcomings during the event are a reflection of my leadership. I take full responsibility. Samantha steeled herself for the slap she knew was coming. She would not flinch. But the slap never came. It took all of Samantha's willpower to not shudder at his caress. The slap would have hurt less to endure. You're right. You should take responsibility. Punish her. Clara looked up at Samantha, eyes wet with ashtava. Okay, I did not read that word. Oh my god, Rika. This bottle is halfway done. You know how much? There are 24 ounces in this bottle. Where it's less than 500 milliliters now. Are you proud of yourself? I've drank that much in like 1 hour. Are you? Samantha's expression softened, and she tried to convey all the sympathy and compassion she could as she mouthed the words. I'm sorry. It's okay. Oh. Mr. Nakamoto, I'm surprised to see you here. Shall I, what can I get for you? She knows what I drink. You'll have a Manhattan. Do you have Abbott's? Of course. This is kind of a long shot, but do you have Hibiki? I reckon so, yeah. Let me go check in the back. Thanks, cutie. Can you do another wink? Charming girl. Nakamoto had a habit of describing people as he wanted them to be, rather than as they were. As if he thought calling a server charming were enough to make her want to live up to the description. Charming, but definitely not your type. How would you know? For one thing, she's not subservient enough for your taste. Unlike you, Samantha. I'm surprised you remember her name. You won't be. You know, I always liked all of the girls at the bar. Yes, you liked us all so much you gave us the same pet name. I always figured honey was just a mere affectionate way of saying hey you. Hey you? As in, hey you over there. Ah. You sure your mouth was never dry from talking? True. Maybe you're right. But you're always my favorite, Samantha. Well, one of my favorites. Buddy, do not touch her. I'm gonna slap you. She wasn't sure if that was meant to be a compliment. Given that Nakamoto seemed to prefer girls too inexperienced to avoid his advances, the implication she might be a favorite struck Samantha as insulting. "We always did like the oblivious ones. Ah, Samantha, you know how the clan is. We wouldn't have hired you if I were a more sophisticated girl." No, no. Nakamoto seemed to think he was being subtle, but he was never good at it. "I presumed the fact that none of the servers spoke Japanese wasn't an accident." Ah, what is the point in denying it now? Of course you understand now all that was going on. "You only paid me in cash." "Half your men showed tattoos every time they rolled up their sleeves. Of course I knew what was going on." "But surely you didn't expect." "I always knew it was a possibility, but nobody could have anticipated things happening like they did. It was never my intention. I tried to do the right thing. My intentions were good." You'll stop, but Long will continue. The baton has been passed. "The road to hell's paved with good intentions." Samantha glanced again at the white man parked across the road from the bar, then turned away to continue serving, barely noticing the man approaching the bar. A moment later, she tensed up and did a double take. There was something about the way the man walked. Men coming to see Nakamoto were always trembling, afraid. He looked too confident for a man about to talk to an infamous crime boss. That and the white man. It had been sitting there for the past 2 hours, and yet she hadn't seen anyone come out of the van the whole time. She turned toward the door as the man came in and realized he was suddenly flanked by several other men on either side. Their chests were too thick for their stature, the kind of bulk that came from Kevlar under suit jackets. "Nobody move." Samantha. Oh fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna be a little disgusting, but after talking for a while, mucus starts to build up, and it's kind of annoying. Okay. Samantha found herself at a badge, a handgun, and several men holding what looked like military-grade submachine guns. "Taro Nakamoto, we have a warrant for your arrest." "I am Taro Nakamoto. Please, no need for the big guns. You're frightening them." He gestured to the cocktail waitresses huddled behind the bar. Nakamoto stepped forward. He intended to turn himself in. His men watched in disbelief, but one by one they dropped their guns and held their empty hands up, except for one. "Oh? Buddy, is your neck clipping through your arm? What the fuck is happening there?" He was standing near the door, his right hand hovering at his hip. "Gun." The young gangster who had drawn the gun crumpled. As several gunshots rang out from the back of the room, another one of Nakamoto's henchmen. Samantha hit the floor, crawling through the shattered fragments of the drinks she'd dropped moments ago. The roaring gunfire was so loud it physically hurt her ears. Within seconds, all she could hear was ringing. She kept crawling, trying to avoid the gunfire and stampeding crowd, when she found herself pressed against the side of the bar. "Oh, what the fuck?" Samantha looked up and made eye contact with Nakamoto, just seconds before the bullets began to tear him apart. "Oh, okay." He cratered to the floor, and Samantha found herself face to face with a corpse. Excuse me. As her consciousness faded, 2 words escaped her lips. "Fucking Yakuza." Of course you didn't mean for it to go the way down the way that it did. Nobody gets out of bed in the morning thinking, "Let's die today." I get up every morning prepared to die, but it is unfair of me to expect everyone around me to do the same. I'm sorry that you had to become involved. I knew what I was getting into. You never coerced me. I made the decision to be there. I made the decision every night I took those envelopes of money home with me. Don't be absurd. It was my fault entirely. There's no denying that. Deep story right there. I mean, Necrobarista is quite deep, but it's also quite funny at times. You weren't the one who pulled the gun. Yes, but my man did, and his actions reflect on me. How can I claim to be the boss if I can't accept that? Regardless of who's to blame, we both ended up here. Yes, I suppose it is best to enjoy our time while we still can. Samantha thought to herself that if her girl was to best enjoy her remaining time here, the first thing to do would be to remove herself from Nakamoto's vicinity. Her distaste for the man had far less to do with the day they were discussing than the months leading up to it. In fact, the way Nakamoto had handled the situation was one of the most decent things he'd ever done. Insofar as a crime boss behavior couldn't be considered decent. Samantha had spent enough time pretending she didn't mind working under him in the past. Oh my god, I'm struggling right now. Ooh. No. Under him in the past that navigating this conversation took little effort. Now, there was nothing that made her feel bound to keep talking to the man. No sense of obligation to keep up appearances. There was only one thing keeping her in that seat. Listening to Nakamoto. A need for answers. Hello! And I have 6 hours of sleep. Rika, go to bed! Holy shit! Sleep! Sorry, didn't find any hibiki back there. Found some Shibui Maru though, so that's what you're getting. What a treat, thank you, miss. Maddy? Thank you, Miss Maddy. I drink these slow, but I hope you'll have another ready by the time I finish this one. Sleep or... okay, no bands, but... Rika, sleep. Sleep. You know, I forbade my men to drink our rival's whiskey. For me to drink it myself would be hypocritical. And yet here you are. Nobody's watching you, so don't think you have to worry about that now. Except for you. Well, I won't tell. And besides, you are the boss. 6 hours of sleep sucks, Rika! In that case, perhaps there are even pleasures which we are only allowed to enjoy in death. Oh, so they both died! Yeah, I'm gonna bunk ya. It may be disease condition that makes it so, but I would be a liar to claim this isn't the best drink I've ever had. Forbidden fruit is always the sweetest. Had I tasted this drink years ago, perhaps we could have ended our turf war on more amicable terms. I find it hard to resent men who make such fine whiskey. He started laughing as Samantha joined him, more out of practiced reflex than shared mirth. Oh, buddy, put your hand away. Put your hand away, I'm gonna slap it. She didn't flinch, but she looked at him with just the right amount of withering contempt to make him withdraw his hand. Sleep is something you do in a bed. Very comfortable, shut eye, and then when you get enough of it, not too much, not too little, you feel like God the next day. You're a very powerful woman. From the lips of the notorious Yakuza boss to the ears of the tittering cocktail waitress. You have an aura about you. Even when you served drinks, you had a dominant energy. Everyone in the room always respected you. I wanted to make you mine. So why didn't you? Because if I had taken you, I would have destroyed the very thing I admired you. I wanted you to come to me willingly. This is getting very 18 plus real quick. And you thought I would? If I'm to be honest... Yes, you seemed like the type of woman who'd be drawn to men of power. I don't particularly find power that impressive when it's measured in number of dollars laundered. Sleeping is... bonk. I'm bonking you for that. Power, not money. You do crave power. I could just always see that in your eyes. And yet somehow I managed to resist your charms. Nakamoto smiled at Samantha, having completely missed the cutting sarcasm of her remark. Besides, I didn't move to the city expecting to find love. Especially not among the ranks of a crime syndicate. No, but you found it anyway. You're right. What was his name? You know his name. Yes, but I want to hear you say it. Kiyoshi. Kiyoshi, what's wrong, baby? Don't worry. Your heart is beating so fast, something's bothering you. You know how I am. My heart always starts racing whenever I am in bed with a beautiful woman. Stop it, what's really happening? I shouldn't tell you. We shouldn't be together right now. That hasn't stopped us. It's Nakamoto-san. He's eyes for you. You think I don't know that? Anyone can tell by looking at him. I'm worried that he will try to take you away from me. I won't let him. I can look out for myself. That is what bothers me. One day Nakamoto will try to take you, and you won't let him. And Nakamoto does not take kindly to being snubbed. Let me deal with that. I hate that man. Shh, don't say it. Why shouldn't I say it? I hate him. Anyone could be listening. If the walls have ears, let them hear. How can you even stand it, serving him every day and from under his oppressive thumb? I do it the same way you do. One day at a time. My father told me Nakamoto was a despicable man. I should have listened to him. feel deep in my soul, Samantha. If we stay here, bad things will start to happen. We're good at surviving bad things. Not like this. There are some things you can't survive. There are some things you need to run away from. You know we can't do that. There may be a way. What are you saying? Samantha, before I tell you, I need to know. Will you come with me? What are you planning? Oh, buddy! Tell me first. If I do this, we can never come back to the city. Will you come with me? Will you leave them behind? Nakamoto's not the kind of man that you can simply walk away from. He will be, when I'm done. Samantha, tell me now. 18 plus. I mean, the stream is flagged 18 plus, so I have no worries about that. But come with me? I can't. Of course you can. Question is, will you? Kyoshi. His name was Kyoshi. Oh, loading? Are we done with the story? That was an abrupt end, but interesting. Can we read more about Samantha? I would like to know more. Maddy, you're so slow carrying that fucking box. Can you load faster? Oh, you guys don't see it, but like behind me is Maddy carrying the box. You're not like the others. Samantha regarded the young cocksure man standing before her. One of Nakamoto's men. She knew his name was Kyoshi. Samantha, of course, had made a point of memorizing the names of all the men who worked under Nakamoto. Shh. But she was aware admitting she knew who he was would be taken as a sign of flattery, so she played dumb. I'm sorry, you're one of Nakamoto's men, right? Why do you say that? What? Play dumb. You know I'm one of Nakamoto's men. You know my name. Not everyone knows your name? You're right. In fact, very few people do. I am not as memorable as some of my peers. But you'll remember my name regardless. You know everyone else by name. There's not a chance that you don't know who I am. Never would have imagined Sky. It was... okay, it was part of a word, alright? I'm forgetful. Funny, you always seem to remember people's names when it's important. What are you saying? Saying that you seem to enjoy privately embarrassing Nakamoto's men, while having the good sense to never publicly humiliate them. I'm not bothered by it, if that's what you're wondering, but you're a lot more clever than you allow others to believe. That makes two of us. She was beginning to think that the soft-spoken Kyoshi was a lot more attentive than any of Nakamoto's henchmen were, and it made her uneasy. But she knew that he had already gotten whatever he wanted from this conversation. We're not so different, you and I. I disagree. She didn't see the need to list the various ways in which they differed in both station and demeanor. Perhaps you're right. You have the courage to show the men how little you care for them. I lack that courage, but it's clear that you and I both feel the same way about them. Either way, you're not like the others. I was wondering if you'd ever notice. I always said like Kyoshi. He always bowed when he needed to. He always said the right things, but he showed contempt with every bow, every action. He had a way of insulting you even as he delivered a compliment, very against what I usually look for in my men. But he had courage, determination, moxie. Can see why a woman like you would be attracted to him. I always worried about him, but I knew he was destined to do great things. Who knows? Perhaps one day he could replace me. Who will replace you? Who can say? When many of my lieutenants were there that day, my right and left hands. Is your mustache clipping through the fucking mouth? What the fuck? Rika, go to bed. Fine. Can I... You know, I can just stop here, you know that? I am stopping soon, though. In all the time she had known him, Nakamoto had never been a man to lean. He always stood stiff as board, his spine so rigid that it seemed he was afraid it would snap if he allowed it to bend, even in the slightest. That rigid posture, along with his platform heels, allowed Nakamoto to pass for several inches taller than he really was. Samantha had suspected it was his attempt to make himself seem more physically imposing, but to her it always had the opposite effect, making him appear comically uncomfortable in his own body. Then again, Nakamoto was never a man who had coveted luxury for himself, so perhaps this self-inflicted discomfort was in character, and that made his physical relaxation so unsettling. This was a side of Nakamoto she had never seen, but perhaps this side would be willing to talk. How many people, suppose, died in that pub? Perhaps a better question would be who managed to survive. Perhaps they are just like us, waiting to walk through the door. Perhaps that would be a better fate for them. Any who survived will surely be arrested. After all, if I had been arrested, I would not be here enjoying this very fine whiskey. That's a whole gem tap. Yeah, right? I thought it was the stars. Oh my god. Maybe they escaped. Doubt that very much. Yakuza do many things. Running is not one of them. Besides, have you seen Kojiri? That man is too fat to outrun anyone. Samantha, you don't have to keep pretending. I know that you don't like me. My men always told me that it was just your Western manner of flirting, that you were teasing, playing at being hard to get. But I know contempt when I see it. You think I hold you in contempt? No, I was speaking of the men who offered me false flattery. You don't like me. But who can blame you? It's the nature of the hierarchy. Hatred for the organization is always directed upward. It is a healthy and natural thing, is it not? Better to resent the people above you than to resent the people working next to you. It is, in a way, a powerful tool for bonding. It is something that you all went through together, and that made you closer, did it not? I never really became close friends with any of the other girls. No, I thought not. But I was not talking about them. You know who I'm talking about. Nakamoto is part of a dying generation. Alright, no, you know what? That's enough. Can I save? Can I save? Is it a possibility to save? Where am I? How do I save? Save book. Oh. Yes. Okay, there we go. We saved that one. Alright. We're ending the stream here. It's getting late and Rika needs to sleep. Just as Mikaru and Benji and me. Let's see who can we raid from the start until the end. Woo. I don't think that's something you should be proud of. We can raid Trinity. I believe Trinity is doing a charity stream right now. I'm not sure, but you know, why not? She deserves the love. Just be there to say hi, alright? Okay, starting the raid. We're very proud of you, Rika, but you better be going to bed soon. I don't want to see your line. Okay, Trinity, pretty cool gal. Very cute. Doing charity stream right now, I believe. I did say that. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching and watching me suffer as I drink like 5 million shots of water. Tomorrow's another stream. We're gonna be playing Chicory. Hell yeah. Alright. Have a good evening, guys. And remember, stay hydrated, yeah? Bye-bye.